Hey guys, and welcome back to the F1 Challenge Career Mode. Today is round 2 of the 1998 season, as we head to the Interlagos circuit for the Brazilian Grand Prix. If you missed the last episode in which we made our debut with the Prost team, make sure to check that one out before you watch this one, as it was a very entertaining race, and there's going to be spoilers in this video. So the question is, will we be able to have the same amazing pace that we showcased in our opening race with more points? I strongly doubt we'll hit those highs once again, but if we have a trouble-free race, there's nothing more that we have to ask of ourselves. There's only one thing that we need to do now, and that's to look at the news of the week. Dream debut from Harrison. The Prost driver had an amazing first race in Formula 1 as the young hotshot Brit stormed home to take a magnificent 5th place, the highlight of the race being an audacious last lap dive on the 1996 champion Damon Hill in his debut for the Jordan outfit. This was despite when an operational error meant that Harrison could not pit for the intermediate tyres after it had started raining in the last section of the race. Damon Hill had this to say: "This guy has amazing courage to be that fast and confident in such interchangeable conditions. If he keeps this up, there's a good chance that he could become one of the greats." Well, if 1996 champion Damon Hill says it, then it must be true. Struggling Villeneuve at season start. After a tense but successful 1997 campaign, Villeneuve has struggled at the start of his championship defence season. The BBC talked to him on why this could be to see the root of the problem. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he finds some form in Brazil. Maybe he gets some points on the board. Here are the championship standings. Mika Hakkinen leads the championship 4 points ahead of David Coulthard. It's the same results as the Australian Grand Prix. It was the top 2 from McLaren, 3-4 for Ferrari. We came 5th with Damon Hill in 6th. Here is the bottom half of the driver's standings. Here is the constructor standings. McLaren leads Ferrari by 9 points already, as Prost is in 3rd and Jordan is in 4th. Meanwhile, no one else has points yet. Anyway, let's get into qualifying. Looking like qualifying is going to be wet for the time being, but projected conditions are going to be dry, so we might wait out for a little while. What are people on? Intermediates. Okay. People are on intermediates. Some people are on monsoons, which is quite interesting. Or not monsoons, just extreme wets. Jos Verstappen's looking quick. Then again, the times are now starting to tumble, so yeah.
Just taken pole position.
Right. I think we'll go out now for a run. Oh dear. I almost died. I've just got to lock in for this first qualifying lap. Oh my god. I wasn't even late on the brakes then. Right, here we go. No, man. Right, we'll go for one more lap in these conditions, and then we'll see if we can wait as long as possible before the conditions are at their best. Oh my god. It was a very bad Sector 1, but Sector 2 was a lot better. Where is this going to be? P6 for now. Okay. Right, it's becoming dry conditions now. I didn't show it, but on the barge boards we've got the new Jaden Harrison Racing logo on, which is pretty cool. We're going to do one lap on the dries now. We need to lock in now. Just get a good lap on the board.
first sector.
Oh dear. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, good. We're fine. We'll fetch it into the pits. We are currently sat 21st in qualifying. And if I don't get a good lap in, then I'm probably going to end up being last. I think we've just got the fuel for it. Another lap. Right, okay. That means we've only got one lap to do our quali lap next time round. We need to get back.
You failed to improve your position. You are now 21st.
We need to get into the pits and then we can use a spare car. I forgot that there's a spare car that I can use. Right, we're using the grip setup for qualifying, and then we'll put the regular setup on for the race when we have our car back. Right, we've got 2 laps to actually get a dry lap in and not crash. We're in the spare car, so let's see what we can do in it. Oh, that's wide. The car is not very quick, but we need to bring it out now. We've not even improved. Yeah, okay. So there we are. MIKA makes it 2 races and 2 pole positions. He starts ahead of David Coulthard once again, and for the second time in a row, the 2 Ferraris make up the second row. Ralf Schumacher in 5th with Jacques Villeneuve alongside him in 6th in the Williams. Giancarlo Fisichella probably be delighted with that one after a poor start to the season, with Benetton starts 7th ahead of Heinz Harald Frentzen. Alexander Wirtz starts 9th and Damon Hill completes the top 10. Barrichello, Jean Alesi, Jos Verstappen and Johnny Herbert make it 2 Stewarts and 2 Saubers from 11th to 14th, while the 2 Arrows of Diniz and Salo make up the 8th row. Jarno Trulli, Esteban Tuero, Toru Takagi, Shinji Nakano make up the top 20. I start 21st ahead of my teammate in 22nd because I have a skill issue and my teammate didn't do a lap in the dry. So here we are on race day. It's going to be a dry race. 90 degrees ambient temperature is pretty low around here, but we are going to be doing a 2-stop. We're going to be stopping on lap 22, then we need 30 laps to stop on lap 52, and then we're doing a 19 lap sprint to the end of the race. We've not had a great qualifying, so we need to make sure that we make up the difference in the race. There's 20 cars ahead of us and only 1 behind us, that being our teammate. The 1998 Brazilian Grand Prix is next. Here we go, 71 laps to decide the Brazilian Grand Prix. There are the lights. And we're away in Brazil. The lights are green and there's racing to be seen. There's 2 stallers on the grid. I think it's Trulli and Diniz as we sieve our way down the inside of a few cars. Don't want to spin on the opening lap, so we'll take it careful and not put the move on Verstappen, but we're up into 16th already. But yeah, let's see if we can make up any more places on this opening lap. This track is very prone to overtake, so let's see if we can make the most of it. Oh my god, I almost ran into the back of Verstappen. But there we go. Got past Verstappen now. Next up is Tuero, who's made a great start, and it's a good opening lap from us. Started 21st and we're up to 15th already, up 6 places. And Tuero should hopefully be easy pickings, but I'm not entirely sure. He's braked really early for turn 1, but has held it round the outside and keeps that position for now. We've got the slipstream on the Tyrrell. Gonna pull to the inside into turn 4. Side by side with the Argentinian. Where is he? Is he behind us? Yes, he is. There we go. Good move that, and we're up into 14th. Coulthard's got the jump on his teammate Hakkinen. He did in Australia, but he didn't get the win. Let's see if he can do it this time. Meanwhile, we are behind the home hero, Barrichello. Both the Stewarts don't seem to have great pace right now. Maybe they're going long in this race and doing one stop. So maybe let's see if we can make quick work of Rubens Barrichello, the 13th. Tried looking to the outside there, but there was no chance I was making the move. We've got a good run on Rubens here. It's Ford versus Peugeot as we dive it down the inside off the Brazilian. We're still side by side through the centre S. Can we force him out wide? Yep, we have got him. Meanwhile, it looks like Verstappen's got past the Tyrrell of Tuero. Herbert seems to have a problem, maybe. He's just dropped an absolute load of time, or maybe he was just letting his teammate Alesi through. As we tried to look down the inside, but we were way too far back for that. Sauber's battling once more, and that might give us an opportunity. Going down on the run into turn 4, we've got the slipstream on Herbert. Can't quite make the move. Oh, as the Saubers look like they've just touched there. Seems like they've got off scot-free. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, Herbert's forced Alesi wide. He's also gone wide himself. Oh, can't quite get the move on the veteran. But we've got past Alesi at least. That was a very sketchy moment from Herbert there. Alesi will be crying over the radio about what on earth Herbert is doing. Herbert's gone wide. Can we get the run? That's gonna be in the video now. Can we get the run? Yippee! I don't know what's just happened to Johnny Herbert behind, but he's lost a whole lot of ground, so much so that he's now behind his teammate Alesi, who's 2 seconds behind me. I've got to lock in while we've got the gap, because I don't know what the AI are doing behind, but they are losing so much time right now. So much time. I think Wirtz has just got past his teammate Fisichella, which means that there may be a fight between the two Benettons going on. Or is one of them in the pits? I can't tell, but they're losing quite a bit of time at the moment. I think we've just passed some people in the pits. I think Hill and someone else, that's for certain. Maybe Wirtz, I think, is coming to the pits. So, Coulthard leads 12 seconds ahead of Hakkinen, and Irvine completes the top 3. Frentzen is in 4th, and Schumacher's just come into the pits. And he's on a long middle stint. He's on a 2-stop by the looks of that. Villeneuve is completing the top 6 with Ralf Schumacher, Fisichella, ourselves, and Hill completing the top 10. Wirtz, Barrichello, Alesi, Herbert, Verstappen, Panis, our teammate, up to 16th after starting last. Salo, Tuero, Nakano, Takagi, and Diniz is the last runner. He must have got started after the stall he had. And Jarno Trulli, the only person out, and he has had 2 retirements so far this season. Of course, he was one of the few retirements in Australia as well. David Coulthard pits, and MIKA Hakkinen takes the lead as we are coming into the box at the end of this lap. We've got a massive gap back to Barrichello, who that's the closest driver that we're fighting with at the moment. So Fisichella's just come out the pits as we come in. Come on, we need a good stop from the Prost boys. As it looks like we're coming out in traffic, but the likes of the Saubers, the Prosts, not the Prosts, the Stewarts, and my teammates are currently an entire pit stop behind, so Yeah, we've made good pace. Saying that, Olivier Panis, I think he's just had a brake problem. Classic Panis, indeed. So here he goes on the run into turn 4. Looks like brake failure. Spins off into the gravel, and that is the Frenchman's day over and done with. Even though we're pretty much right on the tail of the Stewarts and the Saubers, I don't think we're going to pass them until they come into the pits, because they're going to be on a much lighter fuel load than we are at the moment. My God. Seems like one of the Saubers are ready to come into the pits at the end of this lap. Yep, it's Herbert into the pits, and we move up into 14th place. This episode is going to be a lot shorter than Australia.
Michael Schumacher has smoke coming from his engine.
Saying that!
Schumacher has lost his rear wing.
I was just about to say how boring this race has been. And Michael Schumacher has just crashed. So here is Michael Schumacher on the start-finish straight. What? Why has he just jumped into the... F1 Challenge AI, ladies and gentlemen, the top of the trade in terms of AI. Rubens Barrichello, it has to be said. Is that a McLaren behind us? I think we're about to be lapped by a McLaren. Getting out the way.
First blue, give way to the car behind when you can.
As we let, I believe that's Mika Hakkinen through, the leader. Hopefully, this could allow us to jump some of these cars in front, such as Verstappen and Alesi, as Mika looks for a way past. This could possibly end in tears, I cannot lie. Bro, what is Verstappen doing? Oh! I had to lift then, or I was in the wall, as Verstappen moved over on his line. But we've got past the Flying Dutchman, but boy, that was scary. The Finn's not going to be best pleased with all these back markers being in the way. As it looked like they almost made contact there. But Alesi's finally let him through. We'll see if we can get a run on the Sicilian driver. It's French-Sicilian, I believe. It doesn't matter to me, as long as we get his position, and we have done. We're up into 11th. Whoa, what the... Okay. Lost it under braking then. That didn't feel very nice at all. At least we didn't spin. Rain wasn't expected, but there's definite clouds forming. Hopefully it remains dry, because I don't want to be doing I don't want to be driving a wet track. A very bumpy entry into turn 1 there. More bumpy than what we've been dealing with. Come on. Go then! Oh my god. I'm gonna ruin my race. Stupid Coulthard. I've just lost like 3 seconds to Barrichello because of that now. F1 Challenge AI, ladies and gentlemen, at its absolute finest. Oh no, I've spun. That's not good. That was an avoidable accident for Alesi, but he's just decided to crash into us. I don't believe we'll have any damage from that, but yeah, that's even more lost time to Rubens Barrichello. Is his engine blowing up? I think his engine's blowing up. Hey, just stay out my way, yeah? Yeah, his engine's blown. He's blown his engine from crashing into me somehow. Yep, Barrichello's in. We're gonna jump him now. These next 11 laps
Running 10. Less than 3 seconds
are
ahead.
absolutely paramount now.
You're running 11th.
We've got 11 push laps now to do to make sure if we can jump Rubens Barrichello. Gap to him behind is 11 seconds. Okay, we might be able to pull a gap on Barrichello. I know he's had cold tyres, but we've almost gained 4 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds on the Brazilian. So, yeah, great gains so far. Yes, so he's been puffing out smoke for quite a few laps now. There's Jean Alesi. There he goes. He stops on the apex of turn 2, and I believe it's Fisichella who's just avoided him. Gap to Barrichello is now 17 seconds. I'd say we've probably got another 7 or 8 to make up before we're able to jump him. So we need to keep pushing.
Hill is running 9. It's right in front of you.
Hill's in the box.
You're running 10.
That means we have jumped the 96 champion. But we still have to pit ourselves in 4 laps time. So I doubt we're going to be battling with him. In the lead is MIKA Häkkinen, 7 seconds ahead of David Coulthard. It looks like Häkkinen's going to the end while Coulthard needs to make another stop, so it's going to be close between him and Irvine for that second position. Frentzen in 4th, Ralf Schumacher in 5th, and Villeneuve completing the points. Vert's pitting at the end of this lap with Fisichella just coming out of the box and us 9 seconds behind the Italian. Hill completing the top 10, Barrichello, Herbert, Salo, Verstappen, Nakano, Tuero, Takagi, Diniz, and 4 retirements of Alesi, Michael Schumacher, Olivier Panis, and Jarno Trulli. His name is not Jarno, but it's Jarno Trulli. Oh dear. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me just recoup myself. Oh my gosh. I almost died. Twice. Right. Let me sort out the right. That was very close to disaster. I was trying to change my fuel for my next pit stop, and what I accidentally did was press on the camera to change driver instead of changing the fuel level, which means for a brief second I was looking at Giancarlo Fisichella Benetton. Into the pitch, we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
Fisichella is running 7.
Here we go, into the box as Hill and Vert just pass us. Have we done enough to jump Barrichello? That was the aim. It's going to be close. It's going to be very bloody close. Here he comes round turn 1. I have to be steady with the tyres because they're very cold. Have we got him? Yes, we have. We've just got Barrichello. I think that's suspension failure. I'm not entirely sure. But it's looking like a bit of a car park down at turn 4 at the moment. Gotta let Villeneuve through. Make sure that Barrichello... We'll go past then, you stupid sod. I think this is Shinji Nakano. Yes. Trying to make a move on the Tyrrell. And the suspension has collapsed for the Japanese driver. Sad times. Come on. I think I've lapped this.
Hi, welcome
Oh
to
my god,
Chili's.
Barrichello sent it! And he's got the place! I was caught completely unaware. Oh my god, the Tyrrell!
One eye
The
open
Tyrrell's
when I'm
helping me.
sleeping.
And we're back through! That was an insane exchange between me and Barrichello. He sent an almighty send through turn 4. But the Tyrrell held him back, and we're back up into P9. Is that spray? Oh my god, it's spray. It started raining. It started raining as we go into the final lap.
Hill is running 8, about 15 seconds ahead.
Irvine's just lapping Barrichello now.
Ninth.
As it started to rain here in Interlagos on the last lap.
Second blue, ease off the power and move over until you are
Oh my god, please. Go through! I don't want to get a penalty!
There's a spin in sector 2. Watch for the yellow flags.
Oh my god,
Verstappen has lost his rear wing.
Verstappen's just gone off. This is Jos. And there he goes. 3 cars in the car park at turn 4. And Jos, the boss, has smacked the wall. You can finish off a dodgy joke if you wish in the comments. As we round the final proper corner of Junsao. We started 21st and we wanted a top 10. There hasn't been that many retirements in all fairness, but we still have gotten that top 10 goal and we are coming in P9. Respectable result. So, MIKA Häkkinen makes it 2 wins from the opening 2 rounds to really assert himself as a championship contender. He won his first race last season in the final round in Jerez, and now he's 3 wins from 3 in a row for the Flying Finn. Eddie Irvine is second, a good result for him considering he was the sole Ferrari left in the race after an early engine failure for Michael Schumacher. David Coulthard completes the podium. Jacques Villeneuve opens his account for the season with a solid 4th place, and Ralf Schumacher in 5th, and Giancarlo Fisichella getting Benetton's first points of the season. Alex First just misses out on points, with Damon Hill, myself, and Rubens Barrichello completing the top 10. Johnny Herbert in the Sauber with Jos Verstappen, even though he didn't reach the finish line, still finishes 12th ahead of Esteban Tuero, Toru Takagi, and Pedro Diniz being the final finisher. 7 retirements: Jos Verstappen, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, Shinji Nakano, Mika Sado, Jean Alesi, Michael Schumacher, Olivier Panis, and Jarno Trulli. Well, that was a very well managed race. A bit dull trackside at the start, but the end saw us beat hometown hero Rubens Barrichello to a solid 9th place finish. A good recovery drive, it has to be said. If you enjoy the content and you want to see me do more races in the future, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me know that you want to see more of this series. You can also check these races out live at Jaden64_ on Twitch. That is going to be all from me, and I'll see you for the next round in Estoril. Goodbye.